Installing a tow bar on a 2007 Dacia Logan. First generation sedan. Included in the kit are the tow bar itself, a set of bolts and bushings, and then the mount. Wiring, a rubber spacer for the socket. Clamps and bolts, everything you need for mounting. Instructions are also included. The tow bar itself looks like this. It's attached with 4 bolts, these, one, and the other. It's welded together. These kits are prefabricated. But I thought this option would be more reliable, as it's only attached in 2 places. This is the tow bar itself. The car has standard holes for mounting the tow bar. They're located on the sides, on this side of the trunk and on this side. I'll try to show you now. There are 2 plugs there, one here. The plastic one, here's the second one. There are 2 of them, they come off pretty easily, these plugs. I've already removed one side, these 2 fasteners. One broke off, these 2 ears. They come off very easily, for example. Take a knife, something flat. Basically, the main task is just to pry them off. They come off easily. Once, with a slight movement, it came off. Here we get an open hole. Here it is. Then we put this kit into this hole. Into these holes we put this kit. A bolt, a washer, a bushing. And this entire kit is installed from the outside to the inside of the trunk. I'll try to show you now, right here. And the tow bar itself is screwed on. The nuts are already on the outside. Another nuance is that the holes there are sealed, and you need to pierce them with any screwdriver. For example, insert it into the hole. Even with a bolt, I'll show you. Take a screwdriver and insert it. And pierce it diagonally so you can see, where the nut will be. After piercing the hole and opening them. For example, I deliberately left one hole, here is one. It remains. Here we will have the bolt outlets, here is the second one. These 2 mounting locations are on one side of the tow bar itself, on this. On the side, on the muffler side. I advise removing it. From the suspension for ease of work. Since there is a little tight space if you lower it a little, mine is one piece. So it will not be possible to disconnect the muffler itself. There you go, one place hole. Here is the second one, in principle. Here I can now easily work here with my hand, here I will get here. On this side too, in principle, I can also put a wrench. An extension, a head, you can already work here, that is, remove everything. It will be more convenient and faster. Before installing the bolts, I advise treating them with a pusher. The bolt itself, the washer that will be installed here. Both parts are inserted from inside the trunk. Essentially, should be treated with a push salt compound. Preservation, just in case you need to remove. Also, basically, seal the space that we punch the resin to create a hole. From the inside, we should also treat the washer. That will be attached to the side member for installation on the part itself. We install this part one by one in its respective seats. The first one was somehow quicker to find, since it's all done. It's easiest to work with two people. You need an assistant to hold the tow bar from below. The easiest way is to position this first eye at an angle, so as not to catch the muffler mount itself. And then position it upwards. Lift it up, so the tow bar itself should go behind the spare tire space, meaning it's hidden down this way. Then, holding it from the inside of the trunk, a second assistant installs the bolts, pulls them through, and tightens the nuts. Next, you'll need a socket or open-end wrench. Start from the bottom end. 17mm socket from the inside of the trunk. Tighten all the bolts one by one. Use the kit. Should definitely include a washer, a lock washer, and then a nut. Tighten them all the way, since you have a bushing between the two side member walls. It won't push through the side member itself. The reinforcement, that is, the trunk. That's it. That's it. Good. Next, hold the nut and tighten it all the way. That's it. Good to go. After tightening all 4 bolts, it's a good idea to treat all the connections with a poo jet. I'll preserve the threads and nuts too. Make the whole thing last longer, meaning all 4 bolts. Now I'll coat the threads on all sides with push sow. LL also try to treat the nuts and cover them with at least some kind of thin film. Then it will last much longer. At least something like that. And completely on all sides. Preferably treated as much as possible. The wiring was connected to the 2 taillights, partially connected to the relay, partially to the right one, so there are 3 wires. I started on the driver's side. Tightened it with clamps, secured the areas where it could fray with additional electrical tape, and ran the 4 wires through the left part on this side. Nothing should interfere. It hangs freely, and it hasn't snagged or torn anywhere. Everything is above the body itself. The cable exits through the hole that we have for air access to the trunk, so as not to make unnecessary holes. The connections go here. Left turn signal, left parking light and fog light. But I didn't actually connect it, there's no point. It's the same here, an output, a standard mount, a clamp. Then some clamps, and here comes the connection for the right turn signal. Right side light, ground. Brake light, and one more. Well, basically, that's it. Basically, I followed the instructions for these clamps. Connectors that fit in the gap in the wire. Meaning it's not cut, just the insulation of one main wire is cut. And the second one is connected here. It's a very convenient thing. Saves time, and the wiring basically stays intact. I've been using these for a long time, more than once, they've been there for a long time. I connected similar ones to the parking sensors. That's exactly it, this was installed a long time ago. Everything works without problems, there will be connectors. A link to the connectors in the description. And the finished result. The socket is installed. Here with 3 nuts, here with 3 bolts. I had to put one on the other side. Because there's a nut here, it would be difficult to get to it. Interfere with each other, so this one was installed on the outside. These ones on the inside, then it's finished. Purcell for protection. This is the result of the work. The towbar installation is complete.